Whoever told you that you already had to have it figured out, that's a great opinion, but I respectfully disagree. My name's Steven Taylor. Welcome back to my channel. This is where I share anything and everything I'm doing to improve my life and just be the best version of myself that I can be. I spent so much time growing up with so many curiosities and so many things that I wanted to do, and thankfully my parents basically let me try most of everything I wanted to. A lot of people are raised in a way that they feel like they need to have it figured out from the beginning, or they're in high school or they're in college and they're getting all sorts of pressure that makes it seem like they need to have their future planned out right then and right there. Back when I was trying all these things, I would pick something up, I'd enjoy it for a couple months, and then I'd probably get bored and I'd move on to the next thing. And I would pick something up again and I would try it for a few months, and then all of a sudden I'd get bored and once again I'd go on to the next thing. I got into parkour, I got into longboarding, I got into paintball. I wanted to be some sort of computer game designer. I wanted to do sales. I sold things online when I was younger. I was into magic. I was into all sorts of different crazy things that had nothing to do with each other, but I was just curious and I wanted to try these things. And at the time, I didn't realize that if I would have just stuck with these things and continued to do them again and again over the course of however much time it would have taken, I would have eventually been good at it. But honestly, I'm glad I didn't know that at the time, because it gave me so much room to explore so much of what the world has to offer. I got real world experience and I put these things under my belt, and most importantly, I enjoyed all of the stuff that I tried. A lot of kids feel like they have to have it figured out in high school, or they get the pressure of these college reps that come in and tell them that they need to pick a career before they leave school. People I know in their early 20s are freaking out because they're like, I don't know what I want to do yet. I don't know who I want to be. All my friends are graduating college. Some of my friends have high-paying jobs. Whatever it is, these people feel this pressure and they feel this stress because they think that they need to just have it figured out. They feel this pressure and they feel this stress because everyone has always told them that they have to have something chosen. But the beautiful thing in all of this is that you have time. Of course, you have to make sure that your bills are paid and you have to make sure that you can sustain your living. But being so young, you have all the time in the world to try all these crazy things you want to, whether it's painting, whether you want to go learn how to fix cars, whether you want to be a creative of some sort, whether you want to go basket weave in the park, whatever it is. You should take all the time you need to go and explore and try these things and just find out like what works for you. Sure, you can go to college and you can get like some crazy awesome job that pays you like $100K a year, $200K a year, whatever it may be. But is that what's truly going to make you happy in the end? Is your parents' decision to force you into being a doctor or forcing you into doing some sort of career that you don't really care about? Is that decision something that is going to make you happy for the rest of your life? If you're in school or your parents are strict or anything else along those roads, just know that ultimately, when you move out away from your parents or when you're done with school, your happiness is 100% up to you. You get to make these decisions, not anyone else. Sure, it might upset some people along the way, but what's more important is you being happy or other people being happy. There's a good chance if there's something that you're interested in, there's YouTube videos, there's books you could read about, you could find someone else who's doing the same thing that you're doing, and you could start really diving deep on these things until you know whether or not it's something that you want to do. And even if you spend 6 to 12 months trying something and then you realize it's not for you, it's not really wasted time because you at least got to explore that thing and know that it wasn't for you. At almost 27 years old, I feel like all the crossroads of everything I've tried, between speaking and helping people and reading books and learning about stuff and sales and all sorts of things like that, are all coming together at the same time now. I'm not 100% sure if this is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life, but right now this is what feels the best. And this also feels like the accumulation of all the hundreds of hours of everything else I put in coming together into one. So no matter what your parents say, no matter what your friends say, no matter what the college scam artist salespeople say, your life is up to you. You get to decide what makes you feel good. You get to decide what you want to do. If someone doesn't like the fact that you want to go paint pictures in a field all day long, that's on them. That's not you. You don't want to be 30, 40, 50, 60 years old looking back on your life wishing you would have done the thing that you originally wanted to do, or you don't want to be miserable in that job that your parents told you to do, wishing that you would have just listened to yourself all along. So try it all, like literally try it all. Whatever you want, take the next 5, 10, 15 years of your life, especially if you're still in middle school, high school, whatever it is. Just try everything. Put it all out there, meet people, go to classes, watch YouTube videos, read books, whatever it is that you want to do, just figure out how to do it and try it. Even if it's not something that you want to do now, who knows, in 10 years, all of a sudden you could get the itch to pick that back up and start doing it again. And eventually, that one thing that you want to do is going to perfectly land in your lap, and you're going to know exactly what it is when the time comes. And you'll be so thankful you spent all that time playing the field and trying everything that you've ever wanted to try.